What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Sorry it's been a while since I posted. Today, we are going to be doing a question and answer video. Shout out to everyone who sent in questions for me. I really appreciate you. First question, Brett asks, who do you think is winning the Super Bowl? My prediction, 49ers make out the NFC, Chargers make out the AFC. A little bit concerned because Mike Williams has a back injury right now, but the Chargers defense has been playing lights out recently, and I think the Chargers beat the 49ers in the Super Bowl. Chris asks, Chris, this is a great question. What is the best way to rizz up a girl? So my advice for this sounds like a cornball answer, bro, but you just got to be yourself. Let me give you a scenario. Let's say I'm talking to a girl and I front about how much money I have. That's not the way to go, because let's say this turns into a relationship. She did not fall in love with who you really are. She fell in love with and became infatuated with the person that you presented yourself to be. So I would say you just got to be yourself. When you're talking to her, try to find something like you guys have in common. Find a common interest. Yeah, I'd say that's the best advice. Also, a lot of girls, I don't mean to generalize, but they like to talk about themselves. So try to keep the conversation geared toward stuff that she likes. And also, you got to be a little bit funny, bro. If you can make her laugh and giggle, you can make the cheeks clap and jiggle. It's the best advice I can give you. Blake asked the golden question. Ass or tits? I'm definitely saying ass, because okay, look, if you see a girl with really big boobs but no ass, that looks unproportional. But if you see a girl with a great ass and not so great boobs, that's perfectly fine, bro. For me, bro, I would say tits are like the cherry on top. I don't need it, but it does make the ice cream a little bit better. But yeah, I'm a fan of both, and I think ass maybe has some more uses. Titties do too, and my signature move is, sucking on them or whatever, but definitely ass. Clemmy Bo Blemmy, shout out to this guy. He asks, does the week start on Sunday or Monday? Today is Monday. I'm thinking it starts on Monday, because on Sundays, bro, you never really do anything. It's just the last day of the weekend, but then you really start doing stuff on Mondays. Alex Cassis. Shout out to Alex. He's holding it down in Montana. His question is, where do you see yourself in 10 years? So right now I'm 20. When I'm 30, I see myself on a yacht with my wife puffing on Zooties probably. I don't know how I'm going to get there. Right now my plan is I'm going to get my CDL and I'm going to stack bread for 10 years and then try to turn that into a business. So, yeah, hopefully by that point marijuana is legal in Wisconsin, but yeah, I think that's definitely possible somewhere in the future. Rex asks, who are the people in your family you feel like your genetic makeup pulled most from? I look like my Uncle Dave, he's on my mom's side. I look a lot like him. But I also pulled from my dad a little bit. He was 50% Mexican, and I hold a tan pretty well. And in the summer especially, I look very tan and Mexican looking. So I'd say mostly my mom, but a little bit of my dad. Kavion asks, best album of all time. I would have to say Blonde by Frank Ocean. It's not necessarily my go-to album, but if I'm sad, it is my go-to album. And I just think it's really good from top to bottom. The interludes are good. I like what's it called? Facebook Story. That one's funny to me. I don't know why, but I like it. And also shout out to Kavion. He gave me some of the realest advice I've ever got. He told me I was the first person he's met that acts like themselves all the time. And that's advice that I live by to this day. Alex Zaragoza. Shout out to him. He was my lab partner in high school. He asked a bunch of interesting questions. Do you think dying is the end of all, or is there something beyond? What does dying imply towards your life? I don't think dying is the end of all. I think our soul goes somewhere after we die. And the way I think about it, right? Like they taught us, well, I was raised Catholic. I don't really follow a set religion now per se, but the way I think about it is they say God made us all in his image, right? So if we all have a little tiny piece of God within us, I think the more we work together, the closer we are to God. Do you think your experience as a man limits your ability to connect with a woman in a way beyond sexual/relationship based perspectives? Yeah, I mean, you're never really gonna be able to fully relate to a woman just because they go through different things that a man goes through. But I feel like really the more you get to know someone, the more better, not more better, the better it is. Um, this was an interesting one. What kind of hair do you think God would have? Um, Bro, I find it kind of stupid when I go to church and I see a picture of a white God with a white beard sitting in the clouds. I don't think that's what God looks like. Because we originated from Africa, so I would think God would have black people hair. Probably some dreads or some twists or something like that, you know? This was a good one. This one I'm really excited for, Alex. This was a good one. What shoes do you think Martin Luther King Jr. and Gandhi would rock? Martin Luther King Jr., I'm thinking Air Jordan 1s, specifically Chicago colorway Air Jordan 1s. Gandhi, isn't he against like material goods or something like that? Like I haven't really gotten into his work, but I would see Gandhi rocking some Yeezy slides. This being provided that Kanye West didn't hate Jewish people, but yeah, I think he would rock Yeezy slides. If I could wish one thing that impacted everyone except you, what would you wish for? I'd wish that everyone in the world owed me $1, because then I'd have $7 billion. Gibby, good question, Gibby. Fuzzy, hey, you're good, bud. There's no squirrels. Gibby asks, is TCU overrated? Will they be the new Cincinnati? I'm not a big college football guy, but I don't think they're overrated. I hope they beat Georgia in the championship. Stetson Bennett is a fraud. I'm pretty sure dude's actually older than Lamar Jackson, and dude's just like 26, tossing touchdowns against 18, 19, 20-year-olds. Stetson Bennett, if you see this, I hope you lose the championship game. Also, Gibby asked, the most overrated quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and tight end. Overrated, and this in the NFL. Overrated quarterback, I'm going to say, hate to say it, but Tua Tagovailoa, if that's how you pronounce it. Personally, bro, if you threw me out there with Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Mike Gesicki, Raheem Mostert, I would find a way to have a 2-1 touchdown to interception ratio. Tua's a fraud. Running back, I also hate to say this, but Jonathan Taylor, I love him. I have his jersey, but I think he really benefited off of having a really good offensive line. Wide receiver, who's a fraudulent wide receiver? Anyone on the Bears roster besides Darnell Mooney. Tight end, no such thing as a fraud tight end. Every tight end is a dog. Colleen, very interesting questions. If you could taste one color, what would it be? I was going to say purple, but anytime you get something that's grape candy or grape soda, that just tastes like purple. It doesn't taste like grape, so I already know what purple tastes like. Then I was thinking green, but I don't really like vegetables like that, and I feel like green if you could taste it, would taste like a vegetable. So I'm gonna say orange. I feel like orange would have some nice zest to it and some spice to it. She also asked, do I like raisins? Kinda, kinda depends on my mood, but I prefer grapes. She also asked hours in the ideal day. So I would say wake up at 8, go to bed at like 10-ish, 12-ish. So that would be 14 to 16 hours in a day. I feel like that's pretty valid. Is the alphabet vertical or horizontal in your head? Horizontal, like that, because that's how I saw it when I learned it in school. Do you ever see the same bird twice? Yes, Big Bird from Sesame Street. On a real note though, I think you definitely could see the same bird twice, but I don't know how you would be able to tell unless it had a specific like marking on it, you know what I'm saying? Ava asks, SZA or Summer Walker? Before SZA dropped this new album, I was starting to think that Summer Walker was better, but after this new album, I'm definitely saying SZA. Yeah. Sebastian Ball. Great question, Sebi. What got you into wanting to get your CDL? How do you expect the transition to be? What got me into wanting my CDL is I was sitting in college and I had this professor he thought he was like God's gift to earth and he was teaching us religion. And like bro just didn't know what he was talking about basically. And I was sitting there in class, I was like, damn bro, like I could probably be learning more by not being in class right now if I really wanted to. And how do I think the transition would be? I think it would be fine. Right now I got a little part-time job at a pizza place. I've been lifting and stuff. Really enjoying my time back in Milwaukee. So I think it'll be a smooth one. The only thing I'm concerned about is when you sign up for CDL, it's literally first come, first serve on the website for MATC. So hopefully I have my autofill figured out. Cole asks, thoughts on the Illuminati? I actually am in the Illuminati. I work at Lou Malnati's pizza place. And one time I was talking to my mom about it, right? And I didn't really pronounce Lou Malnati. And it sound like, listen, Illuminati. It sounds like Illuminati, right? And also what they do is it's deep dish pizza, right? That's what they're known for. And that's how deep the Illuminati conspiracies go. And also, they don't cut the pizza into, well, you can add, they recommend that you don't cut it. And they're trying to avoid the triangles because the triangle of the Illuminati, bro. Like, bro, I'm literally in the Illuminati. But yeah, thoughts on it? It's definitely real. And I'm the leader. Don't tell anyone though. Sammy asks, favorite productive use of time? I would say lifting weights. And if you're really trying to boss up, here's what you do. You lift weights and you bring a book and then you read your book in between sets. That way you're growing your body and you're growing your mind. But actually, as you get smarter, your brain doesn't grow. It makes more wrinkles because the surface area is bigger. So if you're really trying to boss up, bring a book to the gym. Sebastian Rubles. Best way to convince your parents to let you do something. Sebastian, I'm not going to lie. This was a cornball ass question. Just keep it a buck with them and say what you're doing. Because, like, whatever you're doing, they'd much rather have you tell the truth than lie about it. Last person who had questions. My former roommate, Tizzy Stock. He asks, who's more talented, a pro athlete or a musician? I would say a pro athlete because, like, I feel like it just takes a lot more work to get into the NBA than it does to make music, I feel like. No offense. Why are some people creative or not creative? I think God just gives people different talents, and some people are made to be a Lego man who just does exactly what they're told, and other people are the ones who boss the Lego men around. is it okay to compare someone's life to someone else's? I mean, yeah, it's fine. But personally, I don't like to compare myself to other people because I feel like that's the thief of joy, bro. If I'm always looking at someone and saying, oh, they're doing this better than me, like maybe it'll help me, but it could also make you jealous. So I would say, like, yeah, you can find what people are doing better than you and try to take a little bit from it and boss up a little bit. But I would say it's not good to compare yourself to other people. Uh, if God created man, who made God? Good question. I think God, personally, I think God is like the universe, right? And everything that's in it. And I think God has just always been around. But then we came into the picture later. Last question. 3 things you could change about society and why. I would say first, probably need to do a better job of taking care of the earth. For real. Like, we're kind of shitting the bed right now. Um, I would say number 2, I think people should go outside more and enjoy nature while we can. Number three, get rid of all cats and cat people and just have it be dogs. Dogs are freaking sick, dude. My dog is taking a nap right now. Let me show you. You see him? He likes sitting in the sun and getting his tan on. He's black. His name is Fozzie. He's still sleeping. I thought he woke up. Oh, there's one more question. I didn't write it down though. Lindsay asked, "What is my favorite candy?" I'm not a big candy guy, really. As far as taste goes, I would say like Laffy Taffy. Plus, it has jokes on them. But let me put you on, bro. Kinder eggs, because every time you buy a Kinder egg, you get a little toy. And look, I have all these little toys right here. These were the NBA Kinder eggs. These were freaking sick, dude. I've got, hold on, 3 Charlotte Hornets, 3 Orlando Magic, Benny the Bull, Boston Celtic, Spurs Coyote, another Boston Celtic, the Clippers Lil Vulture Man or whatever, the Raptors guys. Oh, whoa, how did they get connected? Oh, you can connect them. Hold on, I'll show you guys later. Bango, best mascot in the NBA. Shout out to the Milwaukee Bucks. The Miami Heat guy, this guy's raw. Look at him. Like, he just looks so cool. This one is butt juice, dude. The 76ers mascot is just a dog, bro. Like, why couldn't they make it like Ben Franklin or something? You know what I'm saying? And then the Rockets Lil Bear. This one's kind of weak sauce too, not gonna lie. But yeah, dude, Kinder eggs is the way to go. So that's all the questions for today. I think that was a really fun video to make. Drop some more questions in the comment section. We'll do a part 2. Stay smooth.